Peace and blessings, fam. This is Trisha coming to you today to talk about relationships. I know I said previously that I would be reaching out to you guys and just doing some videos and stuff, some shorts. So this one today, I want to talk to the ladies about relationships. I've been seeing a lot of statuses and things and about, finding Mr. Right and, being in relationships and the hardships, that it may bring. First, let me just start off by saying I am not a relationship guru. However, I've been through enough that I can give some advice to a few ladies that are willing to listen, and to implant this and to plant this seed and water it. I know it's been a while since I posted the last video. Mike and I are preparing for our union in September, and so I've just been kind of focused. Well, I've been totally focused on that, trying to make that happen. So Mike is an exceptional guy. I mean, I am beyond blessed to have him in my life. He enhances me. He makes me better. So that's one of the things that I want to talk about. And the first thing that I think a lot of women should understand about themselves is their connection with themselves. You have to be connected with you. You have to understand the things that your trigger points, your things that stimulate you mentally and physically. A lot of people would say that these are things of desire, but I would argue and say that, as human beings, there are certain components in our physical aspect that we require, to reach a certain level in life. So women have the tendency to not be connected to themselves, but they want to connect to other people. And I think personally that that's a lot of our downfall, is that we don't know what it is that we're looking for. We haven't studied ourselves enough to know what we deserve in a relationship or what we should be receiving in a relationship. And so we must connect with ourselves first before we can connect and attach to anyone else. The body is made up of spiritual and physical being. When you connect with someone physically, it also transfers spiritually. So we have to be conscious to know where we are spiritually before we connect ourselves to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? So women must soul search for themselves. They need to soul search themselves and find out what it is that makes that woman her. Once we've identified what makes us us, then it comes the part of connecting with that person that we are looking to be in a relationship with. Does that person enhance you? Does that person make you a better person? And I'm not saying that every day of your life with your significant other is going to be a marvelous day. Mike and I, we most definitely disagree. We never argue because out of respect, we've been through enough. Each other have been in, previous relationships where, we've argued. And we refuse to do that to each other. So we respect each other enough that we won't argue. And we would just disagree. And then we look at each other's points on disagreement and try to figure out, a mutual ground. So when you're connecting with someone else, you have to take in consideration who that person is, who they are. And are they enhancing you? Are you enhancing them? Are you making them a better person? Are they making you a better person? And if you find yourself doing more spiritually, emotionally, and physically for that person, and they are not, pouring into you, then that's something you need to look at. And I would never tell anyone to leave anybody. That's never going to be my advice to anyone, unless somebody's trying to kill you, of course. But as far as relationship wise, you need to look, and see, how does this person play into your life, into your spiritual component, into your emotional person, into your physical person. Is he or she making you better? So if they are enhancing you and you are enhancing them, then that's balance. You two are balanced within each other. It's like two cups. There's each cup has a certain amount of water in it. And if each of you are taking turns in pouring into the other, you will never be full, nor will you ever be empty. And I think that's the key to having a great relationship. And I'm never going to say perfect, because, we all strive for perfection, but there's not a such thing as perfect. So a great relationship is balance. We have to be balanced. And women, you can't accept a man that isn't complimenting your spirit, and then in the mindset that you can change him. That's the mistake that a lot of women make. We want to change men, and you cannot change that man. That man, his evolution is within his own hands. It has nothing to do with you making him change. His evolution is up to him. In the meantime, you try yourself to evolve into the woman that you're supposed to be. Not the woman that's good for him, but the woman that you're supposed to be. And that's a problem. Women, sometimes we act like chameleons. We start evolving to the particular relationship we are at that time, instead of evolving to the particular woman that you're supposed to be in this lifetime. So we have to think about that and make sure that we are connecting with our mate, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So women, don't try to change them. Don't try to change this man. Men, don't try to change that woman. It's clear. If you have to try to change somebody, a person probably is not meant for you, or you're not meant for that person. So, and then, once you guys have connected and you find yourself balanced and in that relationship, keep it spicy. Keep it flaring hot, I mean, my mother always said, whatever you did to get them, you have to do to keep them. And hopefully that's not for a lot of us, that's not a seductive way. But I mean, you can't, sometimes it's like one of those Jack in the Boxes, the relationship is, how you winding it up and then all of a sudden a clown pops out and so you're startled. Be who you are in the beginning and all the way to the end. Don't be a surprise to him. Well, I'm a jazz it up. I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, just to get him to like me. And then once he likes me and once I have him in my grasp, I change to the natural person I am. Be you naturally. Always be you. Be you naturally. And either that person is going to love you because you're meant for them, or the chemistry is just not going to connect. It's not going to happen. So that's my spiel today. Like I said, I'll be posting periodically. Just been caught up into this beautiful union that we're about to do. And hopefully I'll see most of you there September 27th. And yeah, that's about it. So peace out. Peace and blessings, family.